The Honda Ridgeline has built a loyal following with its car-like ride and clever features. But if you're shopping for one right now, you need to know about some serious compromises you'll be making. If you've been considering the Ridgeline because you want a comfortable truck that's easy to live with daily, you need to understand that this comfort comes at the cost of capability, modern technology, and value. While rivals are pushing forward with hybrid powertrains and genuine off-road hardware, the Ridgeline is falling behind in ways that make waiting for the next generation the smarter choice. So, let's examine what's holding this truck back. Number 6. Single powertrain option. The Ridgeline is relying on Honda's 3.5-liter V6 engine, delivering 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. This naturally aspirated engine has built a solid reputation for reliability, and the V6 pairs with a 9-speed automatic transmission that handles shifts competently. But this engine architecture is getting old. While competitors are moving toward more modern solutions, the Ridgeline is sticking with a powertrain approach that's increasingly out of step with current market trends. Most rivals have already made the switch to turbocharged 4-cylinder engines or hybrid systems. The Ford Ranger features a turbocharged 4-cylinder that delivers peak torque much earlier in the rev range. The Toyota Tacoma offers a hybrid powertrain delivering 465 pound-feet of torque, which is substantially more than the Ridgeline's V6. What's particularly frustrating is that Honda has the technology to address this. The company has developed excellent turbocharged engines and hybrid systems for its passenger cars, yet the Ridgeline continues with a powertrain that feels like it belongs to a previous era. So, the powertrain is showing its age, but even if Honda updated the engine tomorrow, it wouldn't solve the fundamental capability issue holding this truck back. Number 5. Limited work capabilities. The Ridgeline's unibody construction brings benefits in ride quality, but it imposes fundamental limits on work capabilities. The maximum towing capacity sits at 5,000 pounds, and while that's adequate for light-duty tasks, it positions the Ridgeline as the least capable truck in its class. Picture planning a family camping trip with a travel trailer. That's when you start doing the math on weight ratings and realize the Ridgeline is cutting it close, maybe too close for comfort. Meanwhile, your neighbor hooks up a similar load to his Tacoma without a second thought, because his truck has 2,000 more pounds of capacity. Here's what makes this particularly problematic. You're not just getting less capability than traditional body-on-frame trucks. Even smaller, more affordable pickups are matching what the Ridgeline can handle. The Hyundai Santa Cruz offers the same 5,000-pound towing capacity. The Ford Maverick can tow 4,000 pounds with the available package. But the comparison that really stings is with mid-size crossovers. Many 3-row SUVs that cost less are delivering similar towing numbers. The Honda Pilot can tow up to 5,000 pounds while offering more passenger space and better fuel economy. The Kia Telluride, Hyundai Palisade, and Toyota Highlander are all rated to tow between 5,000 and 5,500 pounds. If you need occasional light utility tasks, many shoppers are realizing that a comfortable 3-row SUV can handle those duties just as well, while offering more versatility for family transportation. Now, limited capability is one thing, but when you combine it with technology that feels a generation behind, the value proposition starts to crumble. Number 4. Outdated tech. The technology is lagging behind what competitors are offering. Sure, the truck comes with decent standard equipment, but when you compare the actual tech experience to rival trucks, the gap becomes impossible to ignore. The infotainment screen is where problems are most visible. Base models get an 8-inch display while upper trims offer a 9-inch unit, but both feel undersized compared to a Ford Ranger or Toyota Tacoma. Imagine you're on a road trip trying to find a campground with your kids getting restless. That's when the Ridgeline's sluggish touchscreen response becomes genuinely frustrating. You're tapping icons multiple times, waiting for the system to register inputs. The graphics look dated and the menu structure feels clunky compared to the intuitive interfaces competitors have rolled out. Many rivals now offer split-screen capabilities, customizable home screens, and seamless smartphone integration. The Ridgeline system feels like it's from a generation or two ago. Navigation features are basic, voice recognition struggles with commands that work flawlessly in other trucks, and the overall user experience doesn't measure up to what buyers expect in this price range. Connectivity features are showing their age as well. Wireless charging is available only on the highest trims, and the number and placement of USB ports feel inadequate for a vehicle that's supposed to serve as a mobile office. The digital instrument cluster displays less information and offers fewer customization options than competing systems. The tech is outdated, but at least you can use it on paved roads where the Ridgeline feels at home. Venture off the beaten path, though, and you'll discover another major limitation. Number 3. Limited off-road potential. Honda markets the Ridgeline as a versatile truck, but the reality is that off-road capabilities are notably limited. The unibody construction that makes the Ridgeline comfortable on pavement becomes a liability when the trail gets rough. Ground clearance is another area where the Ridgeline falls short. Consider exploring a Forest Service road to reach a remote fishing spot. That's when ground clearance stops being just a number and becomes the difference between making it through or turning back. You're going to scrape the undercarriage on obstacles that a Ford Ranger or Toyota Tacoma would clear without drama. The all-wheel drive system is optimized for on-road traction and light off-road situations like gravel roads, but it's not engineered for serious trail work. There's no two-speed transfer case, no locking differentials, and the torque management system is designed more for maintaining stability on slippery pavement. Honda offers a trail sport trim that looks the part with aggressive styling and beefed-up tires, but this is largely an appearance package rather than a genuine capability upgrade. You get cosmetic enhancements and slightly different suspension tuning, but you're not getting the fundamental hardware changes that would make the Ridgeline a true off-road contender. Compare this to the Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro, the Ford Ranger Raptor, the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2, and the Ridgeline is playing in a different league when the pavement ends. The off-road limitations are frustrating, but they're made worse by the fact that Honda only offers one configuration, eliminating choices that could help some buyers work around these shortcomings. Number 2. Single cab bed configuration. The Ridgeline is only available in one configuration, a crew cab with a 5-foot 4-inch bed. For many buyers, this is perfect, but for those who need something different, Honda simply doesn't have an answer. If you need a longer bed for hauling full sheets of plywood, you're out of luck. If you want a smaller cab to get a better price point, that option doesn't exist. The Ridgeline's single configuration approach limits the truck's appeal to a narrower slice of the market. To be fair, this is becoming a broader trend. The Ford Ranger, Chevrolet Colorado, and Jeep Gladiator are all moving toward crew cab-only lineups, but there are still options if you want variety. The Toyota Tacoma continues to offer multiple cab and bed combinations, giving buyers flexibility to configure their truck. The Nissan Frontier also provides choices that the Ridgeline doesn't, so you're stuck with one configuration, limited capabilities, and outdated tech, but Honda expects you to pay a premium price for all these compromises, which brings us to the biggest issue of all. Number 1. Pricing. The Ridgeline's pricing strategy is becoming increasingly difficult to justify. Base models start well above $40,000, and that's a significant premium over most competitors. The Toyota Tacoma starts around $33,000, the Ford Ranger near $34,000, and even the Jeep Gladiator starts at a lower price point. Honda's argument for premium pricing revolves around refinement and standard equipment. The Ridgeline comes well equipped from the base trim, the ride quality is more car-like, the cabin is quieter, and build quality feels solid. But here's the problem. The Ridgeline is a unibody pickup, not a traditional body-on-frame truck. Think about sitting across from a dealer comparing the Ridgeline to a similarly equipped Tacoma. That's when the price difference becomes real money. You're looking at thousands of dollars more for a truck that can't tow as much, doesn't offer the same off-road capability, and lacks the traditional truck architecture many expect. The perception that Honda is charging body-on-frame prices for a unibody truck is a tough pill to swallow. What makes this pricing particularly frustrating is paying premium money for a truck with clear limitations. The 5,000-pound towing capacity, single powertrain option, outdated technology, these compromises might be acceptable in a value-priced truck, but they're harder to overlook when you're spending north of $45,000. The Ridgeline remains a solid choice for buyers who value comfort above all else, but the current generation is showing its age in too many critical areas. Between the outdated V6 powertrain, limited towing capacity, technology that feels a generation behind, restricted off-road capability, single configuration, and premium pricing, waiting for the next generation is clearly the smarter move. Honda has the engineering expertise to address these shortcomings, and the next generation Ridgeline is expected to bring modern powertrains, updated technology, and a more competitive value proposition that makes the wait worthwhile. The problem with today's market is that the Ridgeline is far from being the only truck that under-delivers. If you're looking for a genuine body-on-frame unit, check out our video about the reasons not to buy the Nissan Frontier. Although it looks like a great deal on paper, the Frontier comes with too many compromises for a modern-day pickup truck.